isn't taking the time to find the cause of those symptoms, then unfortunately those symptoms may continue, and there may be a serious underlying medical disorder that's being overlooked.
The question is it better to treat depression with a drug, or is it better to treat depression by trying to figure out what caused the depression and working it out with the patient?
Dehydration can make you exhibit symptoms of depression. Sleeplessness can make you exhibit symptoms of depression. Eating a terrible diet, hypoglycemia, being sedentary, all of these things are biological reasons for having symptoms of depression.
I have in my practice children who are misdiagnosed as having ADD, ADHD, who really have Lyme disease.
70% of all what are classified as mental illnesses actually have a physical cause, a physical problem causing that.
6. No matter how severe the emotional or psychological distress, there are many effective options that do not involve psychotropic drugs.
Once you've proven that there is no problem in the body and that there is no malfunction in the brain, then you have to begin to address these other levels of the self. And I think that's what psychiatry has completely stopped doing.
There are very few conditions that cannot be treated by other methods than the use of drugs.
Any forces that impinge on medicine that make us think that the drug approach is the only approach is undermining good patient care.
And because most non-drug options are rarely told to patients, true informed consent is almost never given.
When you get into informed consent, it's almost a responsibility of the patient to make an inquiry about the hazards of the drug and not rely on what the psychiatrist or physician tells them.
We can't go in and abdicate our responsibility as consumers simply because somebody has an MD after their name or someone is a psychiatrist and we think they know more than we do.
The best way to protect yourself is to educate yourself, is to ask questions not only of your doctor, but to do your own research.
Don't be ignorant, be informed. Get information from as many places as you can. That's how you'll be an intelligent, skeptical consumer, and that's how you will protect the safety of yourself, your children, and your entire family from this industry of death known as modern psychiatry.
And as modern psychiatry has permeated our world over the last 50 years, so too has psychotropic drugging. But there is a way to expose this medical abuse. By reporting all complaints and adverse psychiatric drug reactions to your National Drug Regulatory Agency. MedWatch is the federal reporting program in the United States.
MedWatch is a voluntary reporting system, a passive reporting system where doctors, patients, healthcare providers, pharmacists, anybody really can make a report saying that they think that what they experienced or what their patient experienced was an adverse drug effect.
And this is what we call post-marketing surveillance, and this begins to get a look at what the side effects of long-term or chronic use of these drugs really is.
The FDA admits that probably only 1% of all the adverse drug effects are actually reported by patients or physicians.
It is only through the reporting of all adverse drug reactions that the true scale of the horrors of psychotropic drugging will come to light. You have the facts. Share this video with your doctor, and don't allow yourself, your friends, or your loved ones to become the next statistic of the big business of psychotropic drugging. To find out more about psychiatry and psychotropic drugging, or to report a case of psychiatric abuse, contact the Citizens Commission on Human Rights.